Good evening. Welcome to the Action News 5 Digital Desk Nighttime. I'm meteorologist Ron Childers along with Lydian Canine, our digital desk producer and nighttime digital desk guru. How was your weekend?
It was great, Ron. I went to Paula Rayford's on Saturday for the first time.
That's a blast.
It was really cold outside, just like you said, but it was really fun, and you know, by the time I was indoors, I didn't care.
And you were all hot and sweaty when you got in there, weren't you? From the
Yes.
dancing and
I
just
think I
hanging
got
out.
permanent hearing damage, but that's okay.
I love Rayford's. That's a fun spot. But wow, that wind was howling over the weekend. Did you hear it? Saturday
did.
especially. It was really Friday night and Saturday.
And
just a howling wind.
And I went outside to check the mail, and that's when I saw construction debris, because there's a house near me with construction. There's debris on my lawn from the wind. I was very upset.
Oh, but the sunshine yesterday made for a little bit of a better wrap up to the weekend. I'll tell you what though, today I did not want to come to work. It was absolutely, it was lovely. It was absolutely lovely. I'll tell you what, let's talk about it because there's a lot going on around the nation, but here in the Mid-South, what a great streak we've got. We've got a dry pattern in place, just a perfect start to the week. Near average temperatures, just a few clouds in the area today and this evening. We hit 59 today. The average is 57, so we were 2 degrees above it, so we were right there in the ballpark of average, but the morning low was 9 degrees cooler than normal, 29 degrees. It was cold this morning. Fortunately, it's dry. Right now, it's mostly cloudy. It's 46. We got a southwest wind about 13 miles per hour out there. So it's a cool night. A few clouds out there, but overall, I think we're going to end up with a partly cloudy sky tonight. 38 our low. And Lydian, you want more sunshine?
I do.
Yeah.
I really do.
Well, what do you say we work it out for tomorrow? Because I think it's going to be mostly sunny all day long. And we're looking at 39 at about 7 in the morning. When do you start your day normally?
I normally start around, well, you have to understand that I work from 2 to 11. So
yeah, well, the night shift is,
don't judge me.
Yeah, it's like that second shift thing.
I usually wake up around noon.
That's me. I'm up by the crack of noon every day. Every day. Start bright and early.
Right, bright and early.
Right at lunchtime, right? But yeah, but the thing is, we're here in the office until about 11:30 every night, and then by the time you get home, it's, you know, next thing you know, it's 3 a.m.
I know.
Yeah, it's the way it works. Anyway, let me give you a heads up on the rest of the day because we've got sun from the morning through midday. Then in the afternoon, look at this. We're going to be in the low 60s tomorrow. So another above average day of temperatures.
We love to see
warmer, 60. It is nice, isn't it? We're kind of entering, you know, meteorological spring begins March 1st. Spring officially begins, I think it's 22nd this year.
So what's
March
the difference?
22nd. But, so meteorologists, it's easier to just keep records when you're looking at the month as a whole. So we consider March a spring month, as is April, as is May. So meteorological spring begins March 1 and runs through the end of May. Then meteorological summer begins June 1st and runs through August. And then meteorological fall, September, meteorological winter, December. So you get it, right? You see how it's just easier to keep up that way as opposed to going back and forth with the solstices and the equinoxes and basically the position of the sun to determine when the summer or spring equinox, the summer solstice, whenever they occur, but it's typically later in the month. Did I make sense of that? I hope so. I'm just kind of rambling around. Yeah, it's, again, Ron's rambling at night. Hey, let me show you this because over the next 7 days, we have some amazing weather to enjoy. Again, the average this time of year, 57. We're going to hit 70 on Wednesday. I think we're going to do it again Sunday. And next Monday, Lydian, it's going to be tough to come to work. It's going to be beautiful and in the lower 70s.
Wow.
Next Monday. And really for the next 7 days, we're looking at above average temperatures. And look, this will get you through the week. It's going to be mostly sunny, 64 on Saturday. We're looking at a partly cloudy sky, 70 on Sunday. That is a perfect,
Wow.
perfect weekend. That's going to be a good get outdoors weekend. You know, this weekend, not so great. And it was cold, it was windy here in the Mid-South, but at least it was dry. However, that was not the case to our southeast. As a matter of fact, the Daytona 500.
That's right.
Are you a big race car fan?
I personally, you know, not a whole lot, but growing up, I would definitely watch with my parents on the TV.
That's cool.
But yeah, not in recent years. But
We were not a NASCAR household. It was football season. That was football and basketball. That's pretty much it. But NASCAR is big around here, and the Daytona 500 yesterday. We have some video of it too, don't we?
Or we don't have video, but I do have the
Because it
story
was
up on our
washed out
website.
yesterday. They finished the race today. Typically, it's a Sunday thing, a Saturday or Sunday thing. It's a weekend thing. They finished it today. They have squeegees for the track. Look at that. That's what that
Must
is.
be a really clean track.
They had to get all the water off. So they were able.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The 40th anniversary. So anyway, they delayed it. It was finished today. I'm not sure who won it. Do you know?
Yes, it was William Byron.
William Byron. Well, there it is. It's right there in the
It's right
headline.
there.
All I had to do was look at the screen, right? Sometimes the easiest things. I don't know. So heavy rain delayed the Daytona 500, but heavy rain, and that was in the southeast. So heavy rain on the West Coast didn't delay a race, but I tell you, it is wreaking havoc for folks on the West Coast. You know, they say it never rains in Southern California. Myth busted. And not only does it rain, but there's flooding, atmospheric rivers, the whole 9 yards. You found some pretty impressive video too, didn't you?
Here, let me pull it up for you.
Yeah, check this
So,
out
let's
because
start-
this is absolutely incredible.
So this.
Whoa.
Right in. This is
Whoa.
in Montecito, California. This is near Santa Barbara. This was taken today by the Montecito Fire Department. So yeah, a lot of heavy rain and flooding that we're seeing over there.
Look at that water. And, and flooding on the roads. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. So that's near Santa Barbara.
Mm-hmm.
The whole West Coast just really impacted by this. And there have been mudslides that have created big issues there. Let me show you what's driving all this. I'll tell you what, let me advance the computer. First of all, well, here, let me show you this, because I'm tracking a little bit of rain in northeast Arkansas. This just popped up this afternoon. Forecast models were looking at a mainly dry day, but look at that little area just to our north and east. It's not a big deal, but at the same time, it is bringing in a couple little stray showers to northeast Arkansas. It's moving away from us, but Pocahontas getting a little light rain that came through evening shade, even Jonesboro getting a few sprinkles. But here's the big picture. A few clouds for us mainly. High pressure is the driving force in that. So that's bringing in a southwesterly wind flow. A little disturbance that came in out of the plains. It's mixing in with that, and that's, I think, has triggered the light showers that we're seeing in that area. But I want to show you the big picture, because high pressure was the dominating factor in our weather pattern over the weekend. Fortunately, it's pushed the rain that just blanketed the southeast over the weekend out. However, back to the west, check this out. Look at all of that rain.
Yeah, that's a lot of rain.
All the way from the San Francisco Bay Area, Northern California, well into the Oregon coast and mountain range. We've got rain coming down in Utah, all the way around the Great Salt Lake there, Salt Lake City. But it's just to the south. You can almost see it. We talk about atmospheric rivers. Check this out, Lydian. This is just the satellite data.
Wow.
And you can see all that moisture just kind of streaming right into Southern California. Now, that's an area they don't need the rain. California is in great shape. That's a U.S. drought monitor. However, parts of New Mexico, Arizona, they certainly need it. They've got extreme to exceptional drought conditions in a few locations here in the southern part of the states for the most part. But that moisture is going to continue to move east, and I think we're going to get a little bit of it by the end of the week. before the week is over. And we could use a little rain. As a matter of fact, we've still got extreme to severe drought across a good portion of northwest Mississippi. So even though we've had a lot of rain just this month, the overall rainfall deficit is below average for the quarter. So yeah, we were still dealing with the drought conditions. This was updated last Thursday. It'll be interesting to see what the drought monitor looks like after this Thursday, because we're looking at another round of rain. I don't think it's going to be a drought buster by any means, but over the next 7 days, that's really the only chance for rain we've got coming up, and that's going to be on Thursday. And by the time that moves through, about a quarter to maybe a third of an inch of rain coming down around the area. There could be a couple of spots with slightly higher amounts. So get ready. Thursday, I think we're going to deal with scattered showers. You want me to break down the timing on this?
Sure.
Let's do it. And by the way, if anybody's got questions, if you're watching on Facebook, you can just leave it in the comments. Lydian's going through there and she'll point those out to us. For those of you who may be watching on Roku or Amazon Fire or one of our streaming apps, well, you can't ask questions. So
just go on Facebook.
Sorry, go on Facebook. So here we go. 8 o'clock Thursday morning. I think it's going to be cloudy, dry, but as we get into the afternoon, scattered showers are going to break out. And you see it mainly into West Tennessee. Now, those areas in green, that's not exactly where the rain will fall. This is basically a deterministic map, and it is looking at where the greatest potential for rainfall will be. And that's going to be in West Tennessee, to our north, right around south central Missouri. But those are the areas where scattered showers are going to be more likely. However, from 2 until about 7, that area of precipitation is going to become more widespread. So I think by the time it's all said and done, just about everybody gets rain out of this, but it will be scattered, comes in late in the day, lingers into the evening, and then as we get to around 11, 12 o'clock at night, it's going to make a push out of here, and I think after midnight, it will exit. And those clouds are going to rapidly clear behind it. That's going to leave behind some sunshine, and we are looking at what's going to be a great wrap up to the week. So here's a 7-day forecast. Again, more sunshine, mid-60s tomorrow. We'll hit 70 on Wednesday. A bit of a breezy day Wednesday. And then Thursday, some scattered showers there, but we're back to sun and 60 on Friday, and that's 60, even above average. And the weekend, just looking wonderful, and 72 on Monday. That's the kind of weather I like to see. Now, one of the things that does give me a little bit of pause when we see temperatures start to quickly warm like this, especially during this time of the year, it brings about the potential for some stormy weather. And there could be some rain and thunderstorms next week. Right now, could change, but it looks like as we get towards the middle and end of next week, Wednesday, Thursday, there may be another round of rain, maybe even some thunderstorms that accompany that. So that's what we're looking at. Next 7 days, great. And the rain that comes through Thursday, maybe a little thunder and lightning, but I don't look for anything severe, and just some showers. And we need it. We need the rain, as you saw on the drought monitor there. What do we got? Any questions?
Let's see.
Everybody's wondering, what time is it going to rain at my house?
Yeah.
That's the main question. That's the question we get as the weatherman. What time is it going to rain at my house?
Yeah. Not seeing any questions.
It's good. Lots of highs. Hello. How are you guys?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, by the way, for our nighttime digital desk here. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. What's hot on the web? What do we
What
have?
is hot on the web? So you want to start with social media or the website?
Oh, which you choose. You're
Me?
the digital
Okay.
guru.
Okay.
You choose. What do you got for us?
So let's start with the web. So today, here, let me pull it up. Sorry, I got a million tabs open. So this guy, he's been getting a lot of traffic today. So this is former Arkansas attorney Brian Donaldson. He was arrested twice over the weekend for allegedly driving while intoxicated, the same day.
How do you do that, though? I mean, don't you get
Bravely.
arrested and you go to jail?
Yep, he was booked at 4 p.m. or just after 4 p.m. And then he was let go sometime after 5. He has, that first mugshot that you see.
Oh, wow. I thought you had to stay until you sobered up. I guess it's a different...
And then, after the sunset, he was booked again after he was caught on the road, allegedly.
Wow.
Just before 10. And then he was released. He was in there for a second. He wasn't released until about 3 a.m. the next morning. So he did have to sober up a little bit the second time.
Twice in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not something to be proud of.
And he's
at
also
all.
awaiting trial for a 2021 human trafficking case simultaneously.
Okay, he's got big trouble coming. You can find out more about that. It's on our website, actionnews5.com, and a whole host of other stuff. But we have multiple digital platforms. We've got YouTube, we've got Facebook, we've got Insta, and I've got Lydian to tell us what is all good on that.
And speaking of Facebook, we have another story that's gotten a lot of traction. It's a very sad story, but people are talking about crime in Clarksdale after a 15-year-old was shot and killed early this morning. Police say the shooting happened on Choctaw Street around 2 a.m. At least 7 other people were there during the shooting, but there's no word on a possible suspect at this time. Very sad. Sad.
So that's the big story on our Facebook page.
Yeah, that's the
Show
one
me
that's
something
getting
happy. What do you got?
Well, I don't have anything queued up, but I certainly can find something. Let's just take a look on our Facebook. Take a journey with me.
There's so many cool things that sometimes the comments are a lot of
things.
fun on Facebook. That can that can be
So,
quite comical.
We had a cool story. Oh, here's one
a
that's fun. So a Nebraska zoo was asking its guests to stop using the alligator enclosure as a wishing well. Stop throwing your coins in there to make a wish. The gator was munching on them. And they had to perform surgery to get the coins, 70 coins, out of this alligator's stomach. And here, let's take a look.
So people were throwing coins?
Yeah, in the enclosure.
Is he still alive? Is he
Yeah,
okay?
he's just, had a tummy ache, So, this is him.
Isn't that... I'm not sure if they still have them. The little crocodiles that were at the Memphis Zoo in the aquarium or the reptile house.
House.
Yeah. And the things never move. And there are pennies down there.
Right,
So,
yes, I remember that.
I've seen pennies. So I guess people make a little wish on a crocodile. Don't do that.
Don't wish on a crocodile.
Okay, do not do that. Make a wish, but keep your money.
Yeah. There's designated wells or not wells, but little pools and fountains that you can toss your coins into at the Memphis Zoo as well. And they also have those ones where if you toss the coin in, it'll swirl around and around and go into the bucket. And just
they will be glad to take your coins there, but just not on the crocodiles. Not on the crocodiles. What do we got on Insta? Anything good on Insta?
Let's see. Let's go on our Instagram.
I haven't been on Insta in a while. It's been a minute.
Like I said, I didn't have anything queued up, but we're not logged in on this computer.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Go to our Instagram.
Sorry, Ron.
Go to our Instagram. So you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and the Action News 5 website.
Yes.
And I don't think I've even said get the app.
Yeah, get the app.
Get the app. Get the Action News 5 First Alert Weather app. It's free for Apple and Android products. We've got rain coming in on Thursday, and with up and down temperatures, this is one of those times of the year, Lydian, where you can have cold weather one day and the next day it's warm. So having that hour-by-hour daily forecast, it is important this time of the year. So you can have it on the Action News 5 First Alert Weather app. And it's free, so check it out. You'll find it in your app store. What do we got on Action News 5 at 10 tonight? Big stuff,
10,
huh?
We've got, so we have Griffin and Joyce. They're doing our stories tonight. So Griffin is talking about employee safety after a Methodist University hospital worker was carjacked in the hospital's parking lot. So he'll be covering that and has a statement from Methodist on that incident as well. And Joyce is looking ahead at Memphis City Council's much anticipated vote tomorrow on whether or not council members should get lifetime health insurance.
Whoa, JP,
here
what's
she
up?
is.
We were just talking
Hi.
about you. We
Hi.
were just talking. Look, I don't have a microphone
okay.
for you, but
I'll stand real close.
Yeah,
You're used to
yeah,
it.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Oh, look, Lydian is offering up
Thank
her
you.
microphone. What is this? City council members want?
So former council member Martavius Jones,
Yeah.
who was term limited. Remember, he wanted to put it to a vote to the voters to make it so that city council members could seek a third term, right? He wanted to keep
Right.
running for city council.
Right.
All right, so he was term limited. One of his final acts before he left office last year was to sponsor an ordinance that would give ex-Memphis City council members who are considered part-time employees. It's a part-time job, even though a lot of them do a lot of work and a lot of heavy lifting. It is a part-time job. So this ordinance, if approved, would give city council members lifetime health insurance. Health insurance up to the age of 65, essentially paid for by the taxpayers. The ex-council member would pay for 30% of the premium. The city, aka taxpayers, would pay for 70% of the premium. I see you raising your eyebrows. Taxpayers. There has never been an outcry like this in recent memory over an issue. The council members telling us they are getting more hate mail and email and phone calls from their constituents that they are not down with this. They are not okay with paying for this. That is a part-time employee. It would only be for a council member who served 2 terms, which would be 8 years, because again, they're term limited. They can't serve any more than that.
Right.
But if passed, then they would get health insurance coverage to age 65. 70% of that premium would be paid for by us, Memphis taxpayers. And so it is a very emotional topic.
Yeah.
3 of the 13 council members have said how they will vote, that they will vote no.
3 of 13.
3 of
so
13.
10.
Are
But the
staying
majority
very
of
tight-lipped.
comments are getting are don't do it.
It is blistering.
So the will of the people, is it being followed?
We won't know till tomorrow. The final vote is tomorrow. They've rearranged the final vote several times. And remember, this is the new council that just took office January 1st. All right, so there are 5 of the 13 are new coming on board for this term. They inherited this vote. So this is a big one. We'll see where they stand on this issue. This will tell you what you need to know about your elected representative. How they vote on this will tell you what they think about you, your hard-earned money, themselves, and their role in government and in society here in Memphis. And I'll leave it at
Interesting.
that. Yeah, so we'll tell you which 3 members are voting no tonight at 10. The other 10 members won't tell us. We'll have to wait until tomorrow. This is a very emotional topic. I mean, I've been getting emails all week from people. You need to let the constituents know. So we're letting you know.
Well, thank you for filling us in on that. We're going to be anxiously awaiting to see how that turns out.
I can tell you that our council person who represents us, who used to be our next door neighbor, literal next door neighbor, as in reach out the window, knock on the door, he's voting no.
Okay. Interesting.
And I'll tell you who that is tonight at 10.
Wow. Thank you, JP. We will see you tonight at 10.
Loving the sun. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Great
Nice. There's
weather.
more coming our way tomorrow. It's going to be good.
I can't believe the power grid didn't blow down over the weekend with that wind. So MLGW, thank you.
And it
All that
was
tree trimming paid
howling.
off.
I cannot emphasize
Did your house howl? Ours howled.
it.
I heard
The
it, but it
wind
didn't howl.
howled.
For
We
a
had
day and a
20,
half.
30 mile an hour
Yeah.
gust. It was absolutely amazing. And there was one point, the wind was howling so loud. We go to the, JP went to the MLGW power outage site.
I do anyway. I'm a nerd.
And for the
Check it.
first time that we'd seen, zero outages.
Zero. Even with all the anti-M winds all over the place.
Way to go,
Amazing.
MLGW.
Yeah. MLGW, the tree trimmers, thank you for all the hard work. It paid off.
Yeah, way
All
to
right,
go.
I'm going to hand
All
this
right.
back to Lydia. And thanks, guys.
Get out of here.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
All right.
Take care.
Well, hey, that wraps it up for our digital desk. Any final thoughts tonight, Lydian?
Let's see what we have. Maybe people just chatting.
That's
So
cool.
no comments today.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us for our nighttime digital desk here. I'm meteorologist Ron Childers. Lydian Canine, our digital desk nighttime guru, producer. And really, look, she's just doing news on multiple platforms. I can't do what you do. It's amazing. And you do a great job at it. And make time to help me do this so we can hang out with
Anything
you guys.
for you, Ron.
Anyway, I'm going to owe her big time. Anyway, you guys have a great night. We'll see you again tomorrow night, right around 8-ish, right here on the